Hi, welcome to my channel. The law of least effort, the law of reversed effort, the path of least resistance. How do you make that work for you? First of all, if you can make it work for you, which you can, we all can, we just need to make the decision to do that because that's what it is. That's the natural way that this works. Is that making that decision that you need to do something different. And I'm going to teach you a little flip around of thinking things in a slightly different way in order to help you really kind of get into this process and actually enjoy this way of doing things instead of thinking like you're not doing enough. So you're going to see it in a slightly different way. First of all, if you're in, these are the modes that are not using the law of least effort. Waiting, and it's very easy to be in a waiting mode. Chasing, pushing, stressed, anxious, when is it, where is it, where is it, where is it? That's the main thing. That is not utilising the law of least effort. That is the opposite. You're pushing. And when you're pushing, something is always pulling. When you're chasing, something is running. You know, if you look at it like that, you cannot. So anyway, let's not go too far down that road. Let's just talk about what you can do about it. So the law of reversed effort is being more relaxed, understanding that your ego, so your rational mind, is not what makes the magic happen. It's really good for instructing the subconscious, getting real clarity on what it is that you want, and then seeing your subconscious as the boss. This is how you turn it around, because we tend to see the rational mind as the boss and the subconscious is doing our bidding. Now, in a way, that's true, but actually, for these purposes, you need to turn it around and look at it in a different way. So you've instructed your subconscious, it knows exactly what it needs to do, and it is going to set about doing that for you, finding that new job for you, bringing that person into your life, getting you on that holiday that you want to go on, getting you that new car. It's going to set to work doing it. And all you need to do is your bit. So you're like now, your rational brain is now the minion, is now the worker bee, you know. You're doing what it is that you need to do, but you're doing it with a different mindset. So you're doing it, you're just doing it, you're not trying. So let's just use an example of you're looking for another job. You really want another job and you've been applying and applying and applying. Nothing has been showing to you, or you've had interviews and you haven't got the job and you feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall. Now what's happening here is your mind is sending you spinning, is sending you round in circles. It's using a scattergun approach. Apply, apply, apply. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So it's not going to happen. You're just going to keep going on and on and on. When you finally release on it and relax, that's when it happens. So what you're going to do is decide that you're working for your subconscious in this moment. So you are taking action because obviously you want a new job. You are going to have to at some point apply for other jobs, but maybe you'll be out one evening, you'll meet somebody and they'll be just in the field that you work in. I'm so sorry, my cat's up there being a pain in the arse again, scratching around on the roof trying to get my attention. I'm really sorry. Guy does this every time. He wants to be out there, doesn't want to be in. As soon as he's out and I come out here, he does this. It's really bizarre. So you have to accept that your subconscious is doing all of the work behind the scenes. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Your part is just to take the action that is necessary, but you only take that action when you feel motivated to take it, or when you feel inspired to take it, or when you just say, oh, I'm going to do that today, and you just feel really relaxed about it. You're not feeling like you're pushing against the tide. You're not thinking like, oh God, I better go and sit down and apply for some more jobs. Oh, I better go and trawl LinkedIn. If you've got that feeling, that is not the law of reversed effort. That is the opposite. That is try hard. You're pushing at it against stop. There's no point doing it then. That is not the time to do it. So you just have to accept that there will be a time, but you will know when that time is right because you will feel like doing it. You'll feel motivated to do it. Now, in that time, you will end up applying for that perfect job, but you may not know that you've applied for the perfect job until you get the interview. And you might go along thinking, I don't know if this is really what I want. And then you think, oh, wow. And it's an amazing company and the people are amazing and the conditions are amazing. And it turns out to be something that you didn't think was going to be anything. Or you meet somebody that often gives you an opportunity, or something won't necessarily be from those things that you're applying for. But you have to adopt a different attitude whilst you're applying. You're just doing your part, that your subconscious is doing its part. Now you're doing your part. That's all that's going on here. So you have to take the strive away and the toil and the where is this, that is the feeling of, that's the opposite of the law of reversed effort. It's all about being more relaxed and knowing there is a process, but your rational mind is not in charge of that process at this point, because you've instructed your subconscious. There's no point instructing it and then taking over, because then it's like, oh, okay, I thought I was doing this, so you're doing it, are you? It just doesn't work. You have to, at some point, accept that your rational mind is not going to find the solution, because it will just send you round in circles. But your subconscious will, if you just let it. So you'll do your bit, but you'll do it with you're just working, at this moment, you're working for the subconscious. You're doing your part, you're doing what you need to do, but you're not trying hard. You're not trying to force at reality. Something else here just to point out, you can still be like this. No, I really want that, and that's that. That's all I'm having, that's all I accept, and that's that. You can be in that frame of mind and be very determined to get something, but still use the law of reversed effort, because that was your instruction to your subconscious. No, you're not accepting anything other than what it is that you want, and you're very firm about that. I told a story on my members area. I'm not going to tell the whole story here because it's not really fair to my friend, but how I decided that she was not going to wear glasses anymore, and then she did her part, and I just go, I'm not having it. Something really big happened, and it was just a life-changing thing for her, where she was told she'd always have to wear glasses. She couldn't have contacts, and that was that. So unless she had this sort of major operation, which she wasn't going to have. And I thought, no, that's not happening. That is just not happening. I did not even accept that she would. And basically, like 6 weeks later, she's not wearing them. We're both, I'm amazed at the time scale. She did some eye exercises, so she did her part, but I was adamant that no. But I didn't think about it all of the time. I thought, that's I have given an instruction to my subconscious mind. It's all sorted, and I won't go into too much detail, but I was adamant about that. But that was a clear, precise instruction to my subconscious. It worked with that. I didn't have to do anything apart from convince her to do some eye exercises. So, and I firmly believe it would have happened even without that. But I felt that she needed to feel that she was doing something. But that wasn't me putting in a load of effort. That was just me being adamant. No, this is what's happening. This is all I accept, and that's that. And then just letting it go. Letting it go and thinking, and not even entertaining the idea that this wouldn't happen. But that is not me putting in effort. I didn't put in any effort. I just felt the momentum behind that statement and just thought, oh, well, I'll see what happens now. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's how I feel. So it's not about being you can't not be determined or anything like that. That's the reason I'm saying all of this, because I don't want it to be confusing and to people to think, oh, so I can't do anything then, I can't really take any action, or I can't feel determined, or no, it's nothing to do with that. You can feel all of those things, but you need to also feel relaxed. You need to also know that it's out of your rational mind's hands. It's out of this physical you's hands. You're handing it over to something else, but you're not handing it over to anything outside of you. It's inside of you. All you're doing is handing it over to the part of you. So there's two parts of us. So think there's just two parts of us, and you're handing it over to the part of you that makes the magic happen, because this part up here does not make the magic happen. It's only good for certain things, and manifesting it is not good for. So you're not giving it over to any external source. You're just dividing yourself into two, doing your bit with this rational part of you, and giving the rest over to the subconscious part of you, which is still part of you. It's all part of you, all part of the same system, but one doesn't work without the other sort of working in harmony with it. So that is the law of least effort, the path of least resistance. That's when we manifest so much faster, so fast that we think, maybe this would have just happened anyway. And when you think that, you know that you're really sort of getting onto something here. But it doesn't mean you won't doubt. It doesn't mean you won't fear it won't happen. All of that stuff is fine. It's natural, it's human. You are going to get those feelings. You're not saying that all of that's going to suddenly go. But what you're doing is changing your mindset and understanding that the rational brain has its part to play, but so does the subconscious. And if you keep taking away from the subconscious and trying to do it with the rational mind, what you're doing is trying to do a job that you're not qualified to do. So, and it's so much more freeing, it's so much more relaxing. I've got clients at the moment that I'm working with that are adopting this and getting on so much better with it, feeling so much happier, so much freer, so much better about the whole thing, and seeing manifestation as more of a fun thing now than they did before, where they were stuck on things and now they're not. And they're just saying that they're just feeling so much happier doing it like this. So, do you know, all I can do is offer my experience and say, give it a go. If you've been doing it the other way, then give this way a go, because it can't do any harm. Just say to yourself, I'm going to give it a month and I'm going to try it this way. Try it Evie's way. Anyway, if you don't know anything about me, I'm an author, a manifestation coach, and a mindset coach.